Anyone born in Swansea is a Jack, and the city's football supporters are called the Jack Army.
There's quite a few theories where this name came from, but a lot of them point to Swansea Jack, the dog who saved the city.
Jack was born in 1930, and his first owner was a fella called Talford Davis. Jack got into a bit of trouble here in Park Llywelyn for being a bit over playful with the ducks.
But I can't see any ducks here today. You must have got them all.
The puppy was a bit too boisterous for Mr. Davis, so Jack was rehomed into the care of William Thomas when he was about 6 months old. This is where the story really begins, in Swansea's North Docks. As a puppy, Jack was actually afraid of water, but his new owner encouraged him to go for a swim with some local boys, and he really got a taste for it, and got into the habit of dragging these boys by the collar to the shore.
In the time that's passed, Swansea has completely changed. North Dock is now a supermarket car park and a shopping centre, but a couple of the original features still remain.
A large flour mill stood here until 1984, when it was demolished to make way for a supermarket. It was the first reinforced concrete building in Europe. A small piece of the building has been preserved here next to a commemorative plaque.
So if you're a person that gets excited about all things concrete, this is the place for you.
Swansea Marina gives us an idea of how the docks used to look.
And the first rescue happened right here in North Dock, in June 1931.
Jack rescued a 12-year-old boy who was dumping some rubbish into the North Dock and got into a bit of a fight and ended up in the water. Jack jumped straight in and dragged him to the edge. This went mostly unreported. The second rescue was one that began to establish Jack as the hero dog. Shortly after the first rescue, a swimmer got in trouble at Swansea West Pier. Jack jumped in, straight to the rescue. This time there were lots of people to witness Jack's life-saving in action, and his name appeared in the local paper. By August 1934, Jack had rescued 14 people. By this time, Jack and his adventures were getting national press. These acts of heroism didn't stop at helping humans. Jack once rescued another dog from a muddy riverbank, and on another occasion pulled a sack from the water which contained a couple of puppies. Jack was awarded Bravest Dog of the Year and Silver Cup from the PDSA, and is the only dog ever to be awarded 2 bronze medals. The canine version of the Victoria Cross by the Canine Defence League, now known as the Dogs Trust.
There was an award ceremony held right here at Swansea Guildhall for Jack, and afterwards they had pictures on these very steps.
Aged only 7 years old, Jack swallowed poison and suffered a long and painful death. It was not known if this was deliberate or just a careless placement of rat poison, but the community was outraged. The Canine Defence League was so angry about this unnecessary death of a hero that they offered a £25 reward for any information, which would be worth about £3,000 today. Jack was originally buried with his owner William in the back garden of his house in Roger Street, Treborth, a mile or two outside the city centre. The local paper spearheaded a campaign to erect a memorial for the city's four-legged hero. Jack was exhumed and buried on the promenade. His final resting place.
Erected to the memory of Swansea Jack, the brave retriever who saved 27 human and 2 canine lives from drowning. Loved and mourned by all dog lovers. Died October the 2nd, 1937, at the age of 7. Never had mankind more faithful friend than thou, who oft thy life didst lend to save some human soul from death. Jack's owner and trainer, William Thomas.
In the year 2000, Jack was named Dog of the Century by Newfound Friends of Bristol, who train domestic dogs in aquatic rescue techniques. Jack's legacy lives on throughout the city to this day, with pubs and even a beer named after him.
Diolch yn fawr, Jack. Cheers.